Come back some more. Why am I so for
Right, everybody, we are set with Brionna Jones and Jonquel Jones. We are going to start right away with Cole Huff. Cole, if you would please, and you will be followed by Holly Rowe.
Congrats to the two of you on making the All-Star selection. My first question, just for the both of you, would be, are there any specific players that you look forward to playing with and against tomorrow?
I'm looking forward to playing with Courtney again. Playing with her in Connecticut is always fun, so I'm excited about that, playing with her. And then, I'm looking forward to playing with Courtney Vandersloot because she's a great point guard, and as a post player, I love playing with good point guards. So I'm excited about playing with her too. And of course, my two teammates.
That's given. Two teammates are given, but I'm excited to play with Sloot and Ali again. Those are my teammates overseas. So playing with them is going to be fun again. I'm kind of excited to play with Liz too as well, being a big post player and just seeing how we'll play on the court and how we'll mesh and gel. So it's going to be fun.
And then, Brionna, is there any advice or any words of wisdom that Jonquel has given you ahead of your first All-Star experience?
She's giving me this advice to, just enjoy the moment. You're not an all-star every day, so just enjoy it, take everything in, and make the most of it.
Look, I'm older than Breezy, but she's definitely the more mature one. If anything, she's giving me advice.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
All right, Holly Rowe is next. Holly, you will be followed by Jose V. Holly, go ahead.
Awesome. Thank you. First for Brionna, I feel like you've just taken ownership of your career in the last couple of years. What have you changed about your routine, your regimen to get your body right and just become this dominant player that you can be?
I think for me, everything slowed down the last couple of years on the court. So that's allowed me to, be successful in the paint, like making reads, being more aggressive that way. And then off the court, I think just being focused on how I was eating, what I was eating, when I was eating, and when I was fueling my body, getting sleep. I think before I wasn't sleeping as best as I could. And I think that's probably the biggest two changes that I've made.
And then for Jonquel, I feel like you've come back after not playing last year in the W, just on an absolute mission. What did you set as goals for yourself this season, or why are you just like on a tear right now?
Well, I think a lot of times I kind of feel like people forget some of the things that I've done in the league. And, it's just a mission to, first of all, win basketball games as a team and make sure that the Sun are, moving in the right direction as a team. But secondly, just to, have everyone on notice that I belong and that I should be in every conversation. So I think that's my mindset. And that's how I've been moving this season.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you, Holly. Jose, you're up, and you'll be followed by Chris Gunther. Jose, go ahead.
Thank you for doing this, and congratulations to both of you for making the All-Star team this year, and welcome to Las Vegas. I have a different but yet simple question. My question, obviously, it's the All-Star game. It's the All-Star weekend, as they call it. Aside from the game and the way you're going to play the game and enjoy it, what kind of kicks are you going to be wearing? What kind of shoes are you going to be styling out there and showing to all the people that are sneakerheads that want to know what you'll be wearing?
Well, me, I'm going to be wearing my KDs. I stick with the KDs. So Nike definitely sent me a nice colorway of the KDs. So I'll be rocking those tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to letting everybody see it.
Yeah, I'm probably like the least sneakerhead person ever, but but I'm also wearing KDs. I usually rock those, during the season. So I got a new pair, and I'll be wearing those.
You got to watch out for her during the drip, like the carpet drip. That's when she really be showing out and styling. So be ready for that.
And aside from that, have you guys got to see Las Vegas and enjoy it yet since you've been here?
That's crazy. We were literally just talking about that on the way over on the bus. We feel like every time we come to Vegas, it's just always a business trip,
right, yeah.
So like the schedules are regimented, and we're here on a mission. So we want to win. We want to have a good All-Star weekend, and maybe we'll find some time in between all of the festivities to really just go out there and enjoy the city.
Best of luck to you tomorrow night and for the rest of the season. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jose. Chris Gunther, you're up. Chris, you're going to be followed by Jasmine and Doug in that order. Chris, go ahead.
Chris Gunther from the Chris Gunther Show. Ladies, thank you so much for taking this time out. Now, you do know in every All-Star game, there is kind of that moment when it goes from being, laughing to being very serious. But since this is your very first one, are you going to come out the gates being very serious?
This is my first one, so I mean, once I get on the floor, I'm going to be ready to go. I mean, it's another game for me, and I'm just going to play my game and do what I do.
There you go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jasmine. You are up, Jasmine. You're followed on deck by Doug. Go ahead.
Hi guys, Jasmine Brown here with Highlight Her. Question for Brionna. Go Terps, first of all. Take us through the journey of personally, me watching you play basketball at Maryland and then going to Connecticut, and now you're making your All-Star, your first All-Star appearance. Just talk me through how that journey since Maryland has been.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't always perfect. Coming in my rookie season, I didn't play as much as I would have thought I was going to play. But I think it was for me just staying the course and coming every day ready to work, working hard every day, getting in the gym, and just being ready. And I think that allowed me last year when JJ didn't show up for the bubble, I was ready. I was ready for the opportunity, and I took advantage of that. And then coming in this season, I was like, I can do better. Like, I want to be better. I want to come in and do more. And so I think having the confidence coming from last season and then playing overseas and coming in this year, I was ready to step up and, do as much as I could for this team so we can win.
Good. And then for Jonquel, Riverdale's finest, you already know. You went overseas and you came back and fit in with Connecticut like you just never left. What's the biggest thing that just pushes you to just, no matter where you are, just always put in like over 110%?
Just that is something that I've wanted all my life. As a little kid, I wanted to be a professional athlete, whether it had been soccer or basketball when I was younger, and then eventually moving more towards basketball. So just remembering that these are the days that I worked hard for. This is the time now, to really just show what you have and, to win basketball games as a team. And then also the chemistry that our team has. If we didn't have that chemistry, I wouldn't have been able to come back and just fit in and be able to play really good basketball with them. So just want to say it's just it shows the type of team that we are and the type of players that we have. And just going back to Breezy and her talking about her experience, like throughout all of that, her attitude and the things that she brought to the team every day, that never changed. And so that's why it's so good to really see her here, because she deserves it, not just as a basketball player, but as a person and being a great teammate. And so it matters, and so I'm really happy for her.
All right, thank you guys and best of luck.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Jasmine, thank you. Doug Feinberg, you're up, and you're going to be followed by Chris K and Maggie B in that order. Doug, go ahead.
Hey, ladies, question for each of you. JJ, you said you should be considered in most conversations. What would it mean to be considered as the 3-point champion? Because that's something you'd be, the first big to potentially be in it and win it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm excited for it. I feel like I can shoot with anybody. So I just want to get out there, and I want to get out there and really just get used to the racks, because I've never really shot off the rack before. So I'm looking forward to that practice to see just how I feel and the kind of adjustments that I can make to be successful. But I'm super excited about it. Like, everybody wants to compete, and so I'm happy that they allowed me to.
And Bree, my question for you is, did you watch any of the All-Star games when you were younger growing up? I mean, is there a moment you remember, like Lisa Leslie dunking or anything? You're like, wow, I want to be in that game at some point in my career?
I mean, yeah, I've watched plenty of All-Star games, seeing Lisa Leslie dunk, seeing JJ dunk, it's great to see, and you always want to be in that position. But I think, it was always a dream to play in WNBA, and then now to be an All-Star, it's kind of unbelievable. Sometimes you think about it, you dream about it, and then just, to make it happen, it's just, sometimes it's hard to believe.
Thank you.
Doug, thank you as well. Chris K, you're up. On deck is Maggie V, and then Hannah. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Jonquel. After the Liberty game the other day, you said you wanted to be Team USA. I was just kind of curious, what would that mean to you to get the win?
It's going to mean a lot because, like I said before, I'm going to tell my grandkids that technically I want a gold medal after they win gold. So, so I'm trying to win because this is the closest I'll ever get to a gold medal. So I'm trying to go out there and get the W so I can be like, yeah, grandma got the gold back in 2021.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, Maggie, you are up, and Hannah, you're next. Maggie, go ahead.
Yeah, first for Brionna, this is your first kind of go around of the whole weekend, of the whole week. What has been the most surreal part so far about the experience?
I think the most surreal part is just, being able to share that with my sister. She's been here the entire way for the entire ride. So just being able to share that with her and getting that experience with her, I think that's been the most surreal part. I think once I get on the court, it'll become even more surreal. So until then, I think that's the best part for me.
And then for the both of you guys, what is it going to be like, or what are you looking forward to being coached by Tina and Lisa?
Just being able to talk to legends and people that have done it before, people that have done it at a high level, and just really just picking their brains and just having conversations with them, and just it's honored. You're honored because you've seen the careers that they've had, and it just means a lot.
Yeah, no, it definitely means a lot, especially as post players, being able to, like she said, pick their brain and learn from them, and try to soak up as much as possible in the next couple of days. I think that's going to be the best part, playing under them.
Thank you.
Maggie, thank you. Hannah, you're up, and you're going to be followed by Hugh. Hannah, go ahead.
Hey, JJ, going off Chris's question, you said you're motivated to beat Team USA tomorrow. For both of you, what are the matchups you're looking at? What are the keys to the game? How do you guys beat Team USA?
Keys to the game are to start early. I think a lot of times in the All-Star game, in my experience, the teams that I've been on, we kind of started a little bit more lackadaisically, and then the other team that we were playing against was just really more locked in, and then we got ourselves into a hole, and we were trying to fight back, but it was just too far gone at that point. So I think the biggest thing is just to come out ready to play and have fun, obviously, because it's an All-Star game, but just not let the game get too far out of reach or too far out of hand where we can't really just make an attack or be able to win it later on.
What about for you, Brionna? Anything you're looking at?
I mean, for me, it's just going to be, coming out. I think the keys for us is, come out, play our game, do what we do that got us here to the All-Star game as a team. And then, we can compete with them too. So I think, we're ready for that challenge, and we're going to go at them just as hard as they're going to come at us.
Thank you.
Hannah, thank you. We're going to go next to Hugh, and Hugh, you're going to be followed by Rafiq.
Hi both, thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Congratulations on the selection. Hugh Hopkins from Sky Sports in the UK here. I wanted to ask you guys, you've both got different WNBA All-Star experiences. The All-Star game is unusual compared to most other professional sports leagues because it doesn't happen every single year. Some years it does, some years it doesn't. This year it's a bit of a different format. There's really only one All-Star team, and obviously you're playing Team USA. So I wondered where does the WNBA All-Star game and selection rank in terms of achievements to get in this league?
Yeah.
And it's definitely a top achievement. I think being named All-Star any season is a top achievement because you're still competing with the best of the best in the WNBA. So to be honored in that regard by the coaches, by the players, by the fans, I think it's still a huge achievement no matter what season it is.
I agree, and I'm happy that they did it this year. Everything she said, I piggyback off of, and I agree with completely. And I'm happy that they did it this year because, in the past, it's been people that have had really good seasons during Olympic years, and they haven't been able to be on All-Star teams. And so, for some people, they miss out on that experience. So I'm happy that they did it this year.
Oh, I say 3.
That they're allowing people to, play in the All-Star game during the Olympic year.
I know, it's interesting.
That's great. Thanks both. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Rafiq. Before you go, just a reminder to everybody, if you are not the one asking a question, please put yourself on mute.
I gotta reread the expansion rules.
Yeah, I just want to ask you guys, what is your favorite WNBA All-Star memory? Whether it's watching it or playing it.
But I think I was reading that technically that
favorite All-Star memory. Mine was definitely dunking in Seattle. That was the biggest one for me. And just having my family there and everybody just being able to enjoy it. And with that being my first All-Star, that was my favorite memory.
And for me, it was last year watching Erica Wheeler win the MVP. I played with her overseas, so I've seen the work that she put in behind the scenes. So just being able to watch her have that moment, I think that was amazing to watch for me.
And I know there were a couple mentioned of this, but what does this All-Star game will do for the team chemistry between you two guys and Brionna Bonner?
I think our chemistry is really good. I think it's just another experience and something that we'll be able to bond and share and laugh about and just really just connect with. So I think our chemistry is pretty strong, and we're we're looking forward to just how we build as friends, but we're good.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, just gonna make it stronger.
Right.
So.
Well, can't wait to see you guys in action.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. I see a few other folks have joined us in the last few minutes, including a few Connecticut folks. If you want to get in for a question, please raise your hand. All right, seeing as we have no other questions, unless Jonquel wants to ask questions of Brionna. Jonquel, ask one question. We have a couple minutes here, so go ahead, Jonquel, you're up.
Okay, let me see. All right, yeah, let me think about this. I got something. I'm gonna find something to ask. Okay, let me think. Let me see.
No, you took too long. Brionna,
No.
The availability is over.
No. I have a question. What would you say to your younger self now? You know, with you being an all-star, and you know, like younger Breezy was a beast too. Let's not get it twisted. I played against her back in the day. But what would you say to yourself, you know, about the process?
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I would tell my younger self to definitely stick with it, stay the course. You know, there's some things I wish I knew when I was younger, but you know, you can't go back. So, but you know, stay the course. You're doing everything right. You know, there's gonna be people that's gonna put down your head, but you know, just keep working at it. You know, you're doing great things as a young player, and you're gonna continue to do great things. So I think you just keep building on that. As a young Bree.
All right. Now that Brionna is talking to herself, we will end the session. All right, thanks. Jonquel, Brionna, thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to bring in one of your teammates, Dewana and Courtney. Media folks, stay with us.